Right now we're going to start with a mood check-in. I'm going to send out that poll. If you don't mind filling that out for me. Just 2 questions. Are you excited for TomoClub? And what are you looking forward to from this session? So that mood check-in is out. Thanks for filling that out. All right. All right, I think most of us have filled that out. Just going to give a couple more seconds. I think it looks like, let's see, participants. Yeah, almost done with that mood check-in. All right. All right. So this competition is about finding a problem around you and finding a way to solve it together. Something that the students can empathize with, so something that they really care about. And what is something right now, looking at what you've done, the hard work you've done, and I'm looking at problems together over the past few weeks, I want to ask you, what is something that you're looking forward to in this competition? So if you don't mind, in the chat box, everybody putting something in the chat that you're looking forward to today in this competition. And I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to share the results of the mood check-in quickly. And I'll stop sharing that so I can get it off the screen. In the chat. So in the chat right now, if everybody can put like what they're looking forward to today in today's competition and watching everyone present or in presenting yourself. Thank you. Thank you for adding those comments in the chat. And this is just like any other day when we are in our cohorts and sharing and working together. It's just that we get to see what other cohorts have been working on as well and other groups. All right. Thanks for adding those in the chat. It makes it a lot more fun when everybody's able to get involved and add comments or, be able to contribute to the competition or the discussion. So let's next go ahead and talk about the competition guidelines. So some guidelines for today is you're going to have a presentation time, and that presentation time is going to be 6 minutes. This means as you're going through your slides and presenting the link at the end, you'll have 6 minutes to talk about your project and walk through your presentation. And then at the end of the presentation, we'll have a question answer time. So students are able to ask questions about the empathy map and about your ideas. Let's remember that while other teams are presenting and while you're presenting, let's have a respectful atmosphere. We want to appreciate each other and make sure that we respect and are kind to each other in our comments and while they're presenting, giving them the time that they need to speak. And we don't want to mute or, chat in the box or unmute ourselves or say negative things. So the judging criteria, is as follows. The projects are judged on problem clarity, so how clear your project is, and on the teachable machine use, that link that we added at the end and how that will work, collaboration with your entire team and how you work together, and just the presentation itself and the clarity of it while you're presenting, just like I'm presenting right now. Let's remember at the end that the judge's verdict, their decision, is the final decision.
All right. I'll take this moment to really quickly introduce our judge for today. It's Mr. Aayush Srivastava. He's a senior product manager at Google and has led multiple spaces at Google. He's here because he's a brilliant mind and understands machine learning and AI at its depth. So thank you, Aayush, for joining us today. And we also have our co-founders of TomoClub with us today, Manik, Mehta, and Avinash Bansal. And we're all here to see the amazing work that you all have done over the last month. Aayush, would you like to share some words of encouragement before we start?
No, I'm very excited about the mission of what everybody is out to do. We hear so much about technology and we use it in our day-to-day life, but very rarely do we think about how we can use it to do good in our societies and use it to have empathy towards groups in our society. So I'm very excited to hear about the great work that Manik has told me that everybody has done. And the fact that you're all here today is already saying a lot. The fact that you put in the effort to participate in this competition. So thank you, Jennifer and Chelsea, for inviting me. And thank you, Manik, for making me a part of this.
Awesome. All right. We'll go to the next part. I would just quickly would love to cover this as well. What are you going to get out of presenting and winning today? Your achievements need to be recognized, right? So what we will be doing, we will be giving social media spotlight and shout out to the winning teams, of course. Additionally, we would give you a mentor, at least we would provide a mentor for you to develop a work on the model that you already have a prototype for and develop a working model with those mentors. And we're trying to inspire your collaboration and innovation and really showcase your problem solving skills widely, right? Not just in this space. All right. Go ahead, Jennifer.
All right. And before we get started, I wanted to talk to you about how the projects are judged. They're going to be judged on, again, problem clarity and the empathy map, the teachable machine use, the collaboration and teamwork, and the clarity of your demonstration and of your presentation. And I also want to quickly just review the rules real quick before we get started. Each team will have 6 minutes to present. That is for your presentation and for questions and answers. The projects are judged: clarity, teachable machine, collaboration, presentation. We will maintain an atmosphere of respect and appreciation, and the judge's verdict will be the final decision. And let's keep ourselves on mute and raise our hand, our virtual hand, after the presentations to add comments or ask questions at the end of each presentation. So make sure you're using that hand raise in Zoom so we can hear the questions that you have. After all the presentations are done, I'm really excited that we will be showing you one of our prototypes of a game that one of our student groups designed last year in a previous Capstone competition. So I will be showing you that at the end of the competition and showing you what a team created last year. They won the competition, and TomoClub is working on creating that game. Right now it's a prototype, and I'm going to show you what we have so far, and it's going to be really exciting. Also, today's winning group's Teachable Machine prototype will be shared, like we said, on social media platforms, and we'll get a chance to build a prototype as well in a working model for mentors. All right, we're going to start our competition. Today, we are going to start with group 1, which will be Milo, Kira, and Emeth. So Milo, Kira, and Emmett, we're going to get started with you. I can share the link with you to have your presentation. Yep. You may already have it, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in the chat. Do I only have access to chat the whole group? Sorry. Am I able to send the link to the students in the chat? Or have they been sent the link? Let's see here. All right. Milo, Kira, Emmett, do you have, who's going to present the slides?
Should we begin?
Here, go ahead, Kira. I think you have the link in the chat, and you can go ahead and open up your slide and share your screen. Is Milo here as well? Milo?
I'm gonna go outside if you need me, okay? Bryce, I'm going outside if you need it.
Hi, so I'm Kira, and we made a machine that cares. The problems are community and well-being and safety and kindness and behavior. The problem is we need more safety for people. People are often lonely, and it affects people. It tries to detect emotions and surprised, angry, happy, and sad. And yeah, they might think that AI is scary and that they don't feel secure, and they think it's not safe. AI can identify the person's expressions and talk to the person based on the emotion the person is giving.
All right. Kira, were you done presenting? Thank you so much for going first. I know it's always tough to be the first person to present, but I appreciate it, and you did a fantastic job. So let's open the floor for questions about their project. Any questions? Remember to raise your hand with Zoom. See, Octavia has your hand up. Go ahead, Octavia.
How does it do any of these things? Can you explain how it works?
Like, what do you mean? Like, we trained it on pictures of happy, excited, surprised, and sad people.
Well, I mean, like, how, like, does it change, does it make errors? Does it depend on the person, and will it make different like, if people look different when they're having these emotions, how will it tell?
I'm not really sure. I just trained it on different pictures of people.
Kira, do you want to share where you trained it on different pictures? Share that link and scroll to the bottom so we can see the different groups that the different classes that you trained, the different moods. I think it was at the bottom of the link after you open Teachable Machine. And then share your screen. All right, so if they're making, go ahead and explain the 4 emotions that you.
Doesn't work that well, but I did some pictures of happy and like really happy and excited, and then sad. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Can I? All right. Kira, can you clarify? Is this for individuals, or at least for people who feel lonely and are unable to identify how we're feeling? Or is it for people to recognize how they feel and then others can help them? Is that the problem statement? Maybe
It's kind of like the second one you said.
the second one. All right. So we're saying that as soon as the chatbot identifies that you're upset or you're sad or you're angry, someone can come and help you. That's it, right? That's amazing. All right. Thanks, Kira. All right. Let's go to the next one.
All right. Switch my screens back. All right, next up, we're going to have Severin, Octavia, and Alex's group.
Okay, give me a second. Hold on, that's model. No.
Wait.
The I am group 3, I think. Yeah. Oh my, now we'll need to get. Okay.
No. Machine That Cares by Octavia, Severine, and Alex on colorblindness.
Colorblindness is the inability to see certain colors. Here are some pictures of what it would look like if you had different types of colorblindness. Deuteranopia is the inability to see green. Protanopia is the inability to see red, and tritanopia is the inability to see blue. There are several other kinds of colorblindness, but we don't have time to go over all of them.
Category of the problem is community and empathy, well-being and safety, and learning support.
The problem is that some people are not able to see how colors are, and that can affect their lives and the choices they make. It affects colorblind people.
What do they do? Colorblind individuals experience a reduced ability to distinguish between certain colors, typically red and green, but they can still engage in a wide variety of activities. What do we say? Colorblindness is an often misunderstood condition. Many assume because of its name that colorblind means a person can only see in black and white. In actuality, the vast majority of people with colorblindness do see color, but they see a much narrower range of color. And they probably feel upset or frustrated that they can't see certain colors. What do we think? Colorblind individuals may perceive colors differently, but they still have a rich internal world of thought and understanding of color. What do they need? A way to tell which colors are which.
What is the solution? A machine that can tell colors apart is a good solution.
Oh dang, the link ran away. I can make it reappear with my magic pencil, though.
I told you not to. All right.
And here's an example.
Yeah, it's just gonna take her a little. Oh, so there it is. Big thumb.
It really just shows you what different colors are, so you can get used to what they look like, so you'll eventually be able to identify colors on your own. It still has a few kinks, though. There's a bit of black and white in this picture, and a bit
Yes,
more
and it
yellow
doesn't
than that.
notice it.
Well, I'm done.
All right. Thank you, Severin, Octavia, and Alex's group. We're going to open the floor for questions. If anyone has a question, go ahead and use your hand raise in Zoom so we can hear what you have to ask.
Go ahead.
Aayush?
All right. So group 2, thank you for sharing that. That was a very interesting project. My question is, in the process of building this, was there something surprising or interesting that you discovered or learned?
Well, we sort of discovered something interesting. It's surprisingly difficult to get this thing to work.
I should have added more undiluted colors into the samples.
Did you test this with any end users, and did you see anything interesting in their reaction or behavior, like your friends or family?
Well, we didn't test it with other people, but one of the things we noticed was it's not meant for noticing color. It's more like shapes. So if we have one, like say blue, and it mostly has shapes that are blue, and none of the other ones really have shapes, then it's gonna just identify anything with very clearly defined shapes as blue, even if it's not blue.
Because there's only image model, pose model, and sound model.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Really appreciate that response.
And Charlotte, I think I saw your hand up as well.
I just want to comment, nice job. That's a good original idea.
Thanks.
All right. And if there are not any more questions, thank you, group 2. We're going to move on to group 3, which was Aria, Everett, Jaslyn, Bryce, and Mason. And I believe Arya, Everett, and Bryce are here today. So group 3, you can go ahead and share your screen and share your presentation.
Okay, so our project is Machine That Cares by Arya, Everett, Bryce, Jaslyn, and Mason. So ours falls under the category of community and empathy, kindness and behavior, and learning support. Deaf people can have a difficult time communicating with the general public. This is because most people do not know ASL. Most people will not want to learn the entire ASL alphabet, so another possibility is needed. The general public can help deaf people using our project. So deaf people can communicate with our model. They will feel relieved after communicating with other people like cashiers and waiters because they need another way to communicate since not everyone knows sign language. So people without the ability to hear might say something like, "I'm okay, thank you," but they might be thinking instead that they wish that people could understand them better. But they need someone to help them instead of just letting whatever happens happen. So our project is to, can you see the teachable machine? Okay, so our project is to identification of individual letters in ASL. So let's see if I can get this to work. Sorry. Okay, so we can identify individual letters such as like the letter A. Sorry, the machine, it doesn't work perfectly every time. But the letter A, B, C, D, and E. So the teachable machine can help identify letters, and although we only did letters A through E in this demonstration, it could do the entire alphabet and possibly words if we expanded the model. Thank you.
Thank you, Arya. In group 3, Everett, Jaslyn, Bryce, and Mason. I'm going to open the floor for questions. And go ahead, Bryce. I think you're muted. Try one more time.
I think something's wrong with his audio currently.
Right, something's wrong.
All right, Bryce, while you're getting that to work, let's see here. Octavia, see your hand?
Does it work when there's different types of scripts? Like, will it work with cursive or slightly messy writing?
So the
Well,
model is to identify letters in ASL, not written letters.
yeah, like, I don't know if there's really different fonts for sign language. Like, that doesn't really make sense to me.
So it's the written, it's not the written, it's the ASL signing with the hands. Okay, thank you, Everett and Octavia. And Charlotte, I see your hand up. Go ahead.
This model, or not only can it, I know it's geared towards deaf people, but also it can work towards like children with severe autism. Like I remember I used to have a friend, she had severe autism, and because of that, she could barely speak. And this would really help those children out.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. And Kira, I see your hand up.
Would this work with, like, even if you didn't put in the rest of the alphabet, would it still work? Like, would it be
Technically, but it would take a lot more like what's the word? I completely forgot the word, but it's like the demonstrating of kind of how to spell it. Like it would take a lot more work just to get them to understand what you're saying, because otherwise, yeah.
And go ahead, Severin.
What if it's messy ASL from people who don't know how to do it properly?
Well, that actually might be a problem.
That could be something that we could like engineer into the teachable machine to have it be able to uh, acknowledge and distinguish between different letters.
All right. And I think maybe Bryce is coming to use the other mic. It's my guess. And I saw another
It could also
hand.
take data from other people's ASL. Like they could use like they could try to find one that's similar, and then it our model could take data on it.
Okay. Nice. All right. Do we have any more questions before moving on to group number 4? All right. Thank you so much, group 3. Aria, Everett, Jasmine, Bryson, Mason. And we will be moving on to group 4. This will be our last group to present today. This is a group that had Tyrion, Charlotte, and Jaden. So if you want to go ahead and share your screen and start your presentation.
Sorry,
Okay.
before we start, sorry, Charlotte, I think Aayush
Oh,
did have a question. Sorry.
oh, sorry.
Not a question. Just wanted to say great work. Really appreciate how you sort of spend the time to test it out. It'll be really interesting to see how this applies to word level ASL as well, because it is a great problem to solve. And once you have the classes, you could just go ahead and have the translation directly in the ears. So really appreciate the work you did to sort of learn about this.
Thank you. Yes. All right. Okay, now we're going to move on to group 4, Tyrion, Charlotte, and Jaden. If you want to share your screen and start your presentation.
Okay. Machine Stack here by Charlotte, Giada, Jane, and Tyrion. Learning support help people get distracted easily to focus on their work. The category of the problem is well-being and safety in learning support. What's the problem? It's easy to get distracted. Who does it affect? Students, children, workers, drivers, etc. Empathy map. What they might say is, or they might be talking to people, or they can get caught up in a different conversation. What they might think, I wish I knew when I wasn't focusing. It's so hard to pay attention. What they might do. For some people, they could stare at some like their phone or out a window rather than do their work. And what they need some to help them focus, some to help them know when they are distracted. What is the solution? The solution is to have a tool that can help the person be aware of their distraction. The tool will make a sound to alert them and grab their attention. Demonstrate through teachable machines. All right. Or right now you can see I'm focusing or looking at the camera. It can detect when I'm looking right or left or up. It can also detect when a phone is in the field is in view of the camera. So
Thank you, group 4. So does anyone have any questions for Tyrion, Charlotte, Jaden, or Giada? I see Severin's hand up. Go ahead.
What if there's a different phone? Will it detect that?
Uh, I've tried. I've tried two different phones, and unfortunately, yeah, or my right now I used my sister's phone because, or it can only detect a phone with a brighter case. I can improve on it though. But again, it won't cooperate. Had multiple attempts with my phone and it didn't work.
Thank you for your question, and thank you, Charlotte. Octavia, I see your hand up. Go ahead.
Um, it looks like it works if you're using a computer as well as your phone, but why would you be doing that?
With a phone, or sometimes I have my phone with me, or or maybe it can or I don't know, or like maybe they can be on a phone call or something. I don't know.
So, Octavia, are you asking why would you be on your phone and a computer at the same time? Is that what you're asking? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Sometimes when I'm doing schoolwork, like I have my phone right beside me, and for example, I can get caught up in playing a mobile game rather than looking at the computer. And because of that, like it can make online schoolwork take longer than it should, or or like because of like phones. It or like maybe playing a mobile game during school, it will make the work take unnecessarily longer. Or like maybe the camera, like in a or maybe if there's a way, maybe it can help with stuff like texting and driving and stuff.
Nice.
Or if someone is or if someone isn't paying attention to the road.
Nice. So since it's going to detect distractions, if you're doing your homework and then you get your phone and it'll be like ding ding ding. Hello. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your question, Octavia. Thank you for your answer, Charlotte. All right. Do we have any more questions for group number 4? Ayush, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Jennifer. I really appreciate this presentation. I think it was very nicely done. It is a very common problem where we're all distracted.
Mhm.
So you get a good understanding of it. And good job also answering the questions and sort of engaging at the heart of the issue, which is, we are all users of this. So,
Mhm.
having some empathy with ourselves and paying attention to it is, this is a great user for machine to do it. So thank you for saying that. I also wanted to sort of take the opportunity to talk about the first project. Since I didn't get the opportunity to raise my hand, the first project, Kira, that was a perfect, you know, demonstration of you understanding what the problem is, and ensuring that you appreciate the different nuances of machine learning, which is when it comes to emotion, it is very hard to get machines to understand human emotion, but you did a good job of sort of being very self-aware of the limitations and understanding the sort of imperfections in the machine, and that's a very important skill to have. So thank you for sharing that with us and teaching us that in the process.
All right. And I want to thank all 4 groups for coming today and presenting and spending so much time and hard work and really thoughtfulness about others over the past month on, what you wanted your project to do and who you wanted it to help, and learning Teachable Machine and spending such thoughtful time with your working together with your group and thinking about, who you could help. Let's see here. I want to go ahead and you can raise your hand in Zoom. Do you have what is a favorite memory that you have, or something that you were excited about while working on this project with your cohort and your peers? So something that you were excited about or a favorite memory.
Hi, Ayush.
Hey,
Yeah,
Chelsea. Hey, Manik.
quickly. I think we have to do something about the scoring. I know we would want both the teams to win, but we would require only one.
Did you want me in here?
No, 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 Jennifer. I think you can hurry back.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry.
Awesome. Yeah,
No, I think so. What I've been trying to do is trying to like fit a curve,
yeah.
and try and think.
There's that. We were the pizza game because
So, guys, due to our bandwidth, we were actually able to only work on one game, and I believe it was Charlotte's game. But we'll be trying to build on the other games as well. But for now, Charlotte's game is the one that we picked up. It was Co-op Conquest.
oh, I think I actually remember that.
Yeah,
Okay, so they're working on the two, and I believe one won the presentation and one won the game in general. So they
yeah,
are
people choice.
creating that
Yeah.
they're creating both games. One required more bandwidth, so Everett, that was yours. That required
Yeah.
more bandwidth, which is fine. We need games at all levels, but that one's still being created. And the prototype that I'm going to share today, is Charlotte's game. And Charlotte, do you just want to? Well, first we'll let Everett finish, explaining what
Good.
yours was, and then we'll let Charlotte explain
So,
hers, and then I'll show you. Go ahead, Everett.
a lot of questions that we had is, were we hungry when we made this? And yes, we were. So, that's why it's basically based entirely off of pizza. I don't understand why we did that, but there's on ours is on page 6. I'm sure that you guys have probably seen that little pizza bow in there. That was my creation. Um, it's horribly drawn, but it does give off a look of its own. But anyway, basically, we had a whole lot of like mutated stuff as our ideas, and I actually don't know if we have it in here or not. Okay. But we had a lot of like bacon swords and like entire pizza shields. We were very hungry. Anyway, but the the group apparently really liked it. I did not expect us to win that whatsoever, but we did. But anyway, that's
Yeah.
basically all I can
Yeah.
fully say. The rest of it's already in here, so
Yeah, thank you, Everett, for sharing that. And I'm excited to see that prototype in play
created.
once it is. Yeah, once now, Charlotte, go ahead and just kind of remind us what game your team created last year as well.
Or last year, my team and I created a game called Conquest, or it would be a like kind of it would be a it would be a game where there's 4 players and like you'll be harvesting crops, but there will be monsters trying to get to the crops, and so it would allow for strategy. So like say 2 players would have to defend the farm while the other 2 harvest the crops. And there will also be different effects depending on the season and weather too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you so much, Charlotte. And here is the prototype for
Yeah.
the game that is being created. And remember, this is a prototype, it's the beginning, but we're excited to share.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
so the game controls are WASD, and you want to collide with the projects like Charlotte was saying. So I'm going to hand it over to Chelsea.
Awesome. Thanks, Jennifer. Just really quickly, this game is fairly simple. This is just a prototype. What we need to do is basically save your farm from the ones attacking you, right? But also, you need to take care of your own health, right? Your own health and the farm's health. So you need to be really fast and make sure that these bugs, they don't come to you, right? Or your farm. Do you see how the farm health has also gone down? The reason for this particular game was to build on division of labor. They were also exploring collaboration through this game, since this is right now a single player game. What we're exploring to do next with this is to work on a multiplayer way of working with this game, about how different kids, or at least different team members, can work through this by maybe working on protecting your farm. The other one can work on planting, right? So there are different mechanics that can be involved with this game. This was a very short, quick prototype that we have, and there you go, right? This is fairly simple. This is just the first wave. We've already shared the prototype with you all. You can play it, you can see, you can explore it, give us feedback on it, or at least you can give Charlotte's team feedback on it. And this is just one part of it, right? Now imagine there are multiple people, or at least 2 or 3 students playing this game together. Do you understand how collaboration can happen in this space? Right? So as you're going through these different waves, you're going through a spring wave, then you're going through a summer, then a monsoon wave, and then a winter wave, right? So as you're playing, you're collaborating, you're working through division of labor, and at the end of it, you want to come out as a stronger team while also building resources, which is the second phase of the game, which is still in process. All right. So congratulations, Charlotte and team and the team. And there was another team that had won previously, which was about the forest. That is a game that is still in progress and in process. So hopefully next time when we join in, you'll be able to see the prototype for that as well.
Yes, and that was Everett's team, and he explained a little bit about what they created last year. And
I think we based off of Mario, but like pizza-fied because platformer. Though we did have some weird mechanics of like if you went up, then you went to like the heavenly side, or if you went down, then you went like to the underworld or something. I don't remember what it was, but you had like a choice. Honestly, I think I would probably be going down every time because why not? It's more dangerous.
All right. Thank you, Everett's team from last year and Charlotte's team from last year for sharing that. And we're excited to see the prototype when it is finished.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we'll just give about a couple of minutes to Aayush, Manik, and maybe Avinash if he's here as well, to say a few words about what their thoughts were, and then we're going to announce the winners. Right? We already have the winners with us, so we're going to share the certificate right after. There you go.
Manik, you want to go first?
Yeah, and I'm going to let you be the one who kind of, shares it with everyone. So one of the things which I loved about how everyone thought of the program was what are the different limitations we have? How do we work through it and understand it? Some things that can, in general in life, work is to look at small focus groups, right? Like, and I think it comes from a viewpoint that whenever we try to solve something too big, right? Like if we need to focus ourselves to smaller groups, smaller things, and that kind of helps us out even better. So, how do you do that is the question. And the more time we spend on a problem gives us better solutions, which is quite not counterintuitive in the sense that you need to focus more time on problem statement to write the so that you know that you understand the problem well enough. Everything else can come later. Understand the problem and then things would be sorted. But absolutely loved everyone's effort. I think all of them can be great products in their own right. Like it was extremely hard for us to choose and like decide what's working, what's not working, because everything was working. I think everyone's done a fantastic job. Ayush, the stage is yours.
Well, thanks, Manik. I think you did a good job of describing my thoughts in the breakout room. It was very hard to pick which one was the best. I can tell you that. If there is one takeaway I would want you all to take away from this discussion is So I've been building companies for the last 10 years or so. Before I worked at Google, I was at Amazon. And in my last sort of 10 years of career in technology, there's only one thing that matters, which is at Google, we have a principle called respect the user. At Amazon, the principle is called customer obsession. But it all comes down to one thing, which is just like Manik said, you have to find a problem and you have to make sure you find the person also who has that problem. And then you talk to them, right? Simple 3-step process. Find the problem, find the person, talk to the person about the problem, right? And the more you do that, the more you'll be able to use technology to actually address a real problem. And I think pretty much all the projects demonstrated that ability. So I don't know, maybe we should have an AI make the final decision, because I feel bad about making any decisions or judgments. But rest assured, the winner truly deserves it. And with that, I hand it over to Chelsea. I'm also happy to answer any questions if any of you have for me about anything, basically AI, work job at Google, empathy.
How to start companies?
I think Manik might be better at that because he has a better track record of that.
All right, a couple of minutes. If anyone has any questions for Aayush, this is your moment. Go for it. If not, you can always reach out to us and we'll connect you with Aayush. All right. Okay. Are we ready now to hear about the winners of this Capstone project? How are we
Yes, we're
feeling?
ready.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm ready. They were all so good. I understand that how difficult. I'm glad I wasn't in the position to choose because they were so good, but I'm very excited. Everett has a thumbs up.
Right. So let's do a drum roll and let's get our excitements on in 3, 2, and 1. There you go. So Arya, Everett, Jaslyn, Bryce, and Mason, congratulations.
Okay. How did I do that again?
Sorry? Yeah.
I
No,
honestly thought that I would not win this one. We had like last minute stuff because I was the only one that was showed up on Memorial Day,
One of
and
them.
we had like 1 week to work on anything.
Yeah, you guys did have a holiday in one of your work days. That was that was a
I
workaround.
I am very happy that I got there because otherwise I would not have been able to do this.
we love the excitement, Everett. I'm sure, I think everyone is excited about the same. We're excited to actually see your product coming into play, right? Like actually building it with someone who can help you get this out, that can help society in general. Ayush, would you like to say a few words about what was something that was exciting about this particular project?
I think, like Manik said, the most important thing to build a successful product is demonstrating a good understanding of what the pain point is. And with American Sign Language, there are a lot of sort of ways in which you can immediately add value if you're able to use machine learning to do vision identification. And that really gives a voice to a large community. And this team demonstrated a lot of empathy and understanding of that pain. But having said that, I think every single project did this exact same thing. I was telling Manik that all 4 of these projects should explore the option to become an app on the App Store. And not just mobile, right? Like you can think of apps on glasses. Like I have AR glasses, and I'm sure if you all get. Oh, I'm actually not on video right now. but you can actually use glasses like these to do subtitles for you read with the camera and you actually are able to see things written on it. and these are like $200, and you can actually raise funding for it and actually help people. So if at the bottom of your heart you care about people, you like talking to them, and you just go ahead and make sure that you're with them as you iterate, because there is no perfect product on day one. The only thing that matters, what makes a successful startup founder like Manik, or what makes a successful product manager at any of the companies, is patience, right? Because if you truly care about the user, you'll keep talking to them, you'll keep making sure that you're improving your product, and incorporating the feedback that you get from them. And if you sort of build that habit, I'm sure all of you will come out being fantastic builders and entrepreneurs, and I can't wait to watch you all on Shark Tank or wherever you want to go to raise funding.
Awesome.
But congratulations to the winners. Good job.
Yeah. And congratulations to all who were able to come up with really empathetic products, or at least prototypes. I think what I've seen through the process is, or at least I've been in few of the sessions where you all were brainstorming, was how you were able to put the people that you want to cater to at the center of your projects, right? So you're not thinking about just yourselves, right? You were able to think from their perspective and then build something accordingly, right? And what was really interesting was to see the number of ideas that were coming up. I think these were just the final ones, right? Like the ones that you just had about enough time to work on. But I bet if you had more time, more resources, I think you would have probably done a lot more, and like way more different, products like this, or prototypes like these. Over to you, Jennifer.
I think the groups, that was one of the hardest parts of this project, was getting started, because they were so excited and so, passionate about helping so many people in so many different ways. It was really hard to hone in on like one, like you said, sometimes smaller is better for helping someone. And they had so many great ideas for how they wanted to help people. And even like, say, with colorblindness, they were like, there were so many ways we could help. Like, what's the one way we're going to focus on? So watching the students really struggle with, like, we want to help all these people, and these are all the ways we can help them. Let's really try to focus and narrow it down. That was really the tough part. Once they narrowed it down, the ball was rolling. But what a great problem to have. And learning, social emotional learning, and working together. I mean, this project really brought all of that together. And to watch these cohorts, work from week to week with the skills that they have learned over the past year or two. It was just so exciting to watch and be a part of. And really, they did all of the like leading and teaching over the past month, because they had so many ideas. And to watch the group, everybody, played an important role with coming up with ideas, or, saying, well, I don't think that will work, because, just throwing their really thoughts and everything into these projects. It was just so wonderful to watch all their hard work and their learning put into a project at the end of the year. So thank you guys so much for your hard work and for really caring about other people, and taking such intentional time to work on these. Great job week to week. We can see that your hard work paid off, and that you have that growth mindset, to where you are forward thinking about the future, and working with people, and your own growth. So all of that really helped make this project work well. So I just wanted to say, and it was wonderful watching you grow and growing with you. I learned so much from you as well. I would listen to groups and I'm like, wow, I never thought about that, or that's such a great idea. And then I start thinking about all the ways that, I wonder, what I can do with that new information. So I just wanted to say great work, and thank you. And never give up, thinking about others, and being able to grow yourself as well. I want to go ahead and put this poll out here and go ahead and answer those if you don't mind. There's 4 questions for you about the projects that were presented today.
Yeah, and if anyone would like to share something in the chat box, something that was very exciting, something that you would like to collaborate with maybe someone else's team on, right? Maybe you want to combine your projects, or you're thinking about building onto something that the others have thought about. Maybe we can do that. This is the right space to do it. And thank you all for joining in. It's been a wonderful year of learning, of exploring. And thank you so much, Aayush, Manik, and Avinash, for joining in. I understand that your schedules must have been extremely busy, but we're really glad that you could be here and really encourage our students to really give the best that they could, which they have, right? And yeah, once again, thank you all for joining in. We also thank all the parents that have supported us throughout this journey of 1 year and have supported their students or their children towards parents and guardians, that is, who have supported them throughout this journey and have gotten them excited about building new things, innovating, and being empathetic to everything around them. Aayush, go ahead. You had something to say.
No, I just wanted to say, I'm not sure if you all can still see me, but I think Jennifer said something that really struck a chord. I learned a lot today. And I see a lot of really exciting projects daily, but just seeing you all think on your feet and talk about problems faced by other people and being so confident about using technology, that gives me a lot of hope for the future. So I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, you can share. Now the chat box is open, and put down all the feelings that you're feeling right now, all the possible emojis in the meantime everyone's filling it up, and yeah, all the happy emojis that you're feeling at least. Yeah. All right, thank you everyone for joining in. Those who have filled it up can take your time and take your leave, and yeah, we'll see you again hopefully next year. So proud of everyone, absolutely.
I wanted to say thanks again for everybody. TomoClub, it's great to be a part of TomoClub. Thank you for everybody that showed up today. Thank you for letting us share our hard work with you. And students, thank you so much for showing up each day with your best self and growing with me.
Bye.
So yeah, I think somebody wanted to see the poll results. Yeah, congratulations, everyone. Let's see here.
We're just waiting for a couple more to fill it up, and then I'll share the poll results. Awesome, Charlotte. That's so nice to hear. Kira, I think you did a wonderful job as well. Kira, Emmett, I think I was extremely proud that you were able to see that loneliness is a problem right now, and that how maybe identifying that someone is upset or lonely can really help you achieve or at least work through that loneliness, right? Like someone else can be there for them, or maybe you could. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Is there anyone who's left to fill it up? Is there anyone who's still filling it up?
Did anybody need more time filling out the poll, or is everyone finished?
All right. I think we also have a parent here with us. That's nice to hear. I'm going to share my screen now, or at least I'm going to end the poll. You will all be able to see the results. Would you want to see it in detail, or is this good? Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining in, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Price. Jerry and Emmett. Thanks for joining in.
See ya. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I think Sarah's a parent, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks for joining in, Sarah. I think Charlotte's done a wonderful job, and yeah, it's been a wonderful journey with her as well. So thanks
It
for
has.
joining in and encouraging her further. All right.